Hello and welcome to Tim's BMW repairs and information. Well, this is a bit of an unplanned video. Wasn't expecting to make this one, but when I was just cleaning the car off just now, I noticed I've got quite a scratch on the front bumper. Wasn't there a couple of weeks ago when I was doing the polish to get rid of the stone chips. So yeah, it's been done recently, which is weird because it's just parked here or in a private car park at work, so goodness knows how it happened. But it's quite noticeable. So what we're going to do, we'll go through a quick routine of how to get rid of it in about 5 minutes. And as usual, I'll be using the 3M Headlight Restoring Kit because it's handy for everything. And I'll be using 800 grit, a trisact pad, and then some 3M polish. And then I clean it off and polish it up and it should be gone. So let's get on with it. Starting with 800 grit. Right, here we go. It's not so noticeable when the sun goes in, but you can feel it, you can hear it. Definitely got a crunch to it. Right, 800 grit to start with. That'll dull the paint down. Yeah, it really shows up there, doesn't it? Once you start polishing it, sanding it down, you can see the mark quite noticeably. Yeah, it's quite noticeable now. Always find this part of the job quite scary because of course you start off with a very shiny bumper and you end up with a complete mess at this stage. But you have to persevere. It's like doing the plastic headlight lenses. First time I did one of those, I thought I'd ruined it and I'd have to buy him a new one. But there you go. Right, well that scratch is quite deep. So I don't think we can go all the way down, otherwise we're getting through the clear coat. Of course we can obviously protect it with the polishes we use, so that won't be a problem. But anyway, that's probably about far enough, I should think. Got rid of most of the bumps and lumps, but we don't want to get through the clear coat. Yeah, that feels a lot better. So yeah, it's quite noticeable now, isn't it? You can see it's a sort of double scratch there. Very annoying, and I don't like having scratches on the car. Detracts from it. So yeah, I'm going to stop myself before I go too far. So I don't want to get through the clear coat. No, I can't stop myself, I'm still going. That'll do, rightio. Off with the 800, on with the trisact. This works well when it's damp as well, but we're going to use it dry to start with. And that'll get the shine back on it, or at least it'll start to anyway. Yeah, a bit of water. I think actually I'll use 808. Can't be bothered to get the water. There we go. Just needs a bit of moisture just to get a bit more smooth sort of application. Bit more moisture. Trisact pad. Looks like 808 melts trisact pads. Never mind. Yes, don't use Zano as a lubricant. It melts the trisact pad off of its backing. And so I've had to stitch that one on. Yeah, you live and learn. Yeah, Zano 8 melts trisact pads, so we won't do that again. Right, let's clear that off. Right, so, well, the scratch is more or less gone. Let's get the light on it. And it's slightly dull, so that's what we'll do next. We'll polish it back up again. Right, so I'm going to use 3M Extra Fine Plus. So this is about third, get it in front of the camera, that's the third finest grit they do, and that's brilliant for this. I have got the finest if we need it. I don't think we will. There we go. Stick him on. Right, let's go to it. This should do nicely. Yeah, there we go then, all nice and shiny. No sign of a scratch. I've finished a little bit more. Once the scratch has disappeared, we use the edge of the pad to get a bit more speed on it. Of course, on big pads and the usual rotary polishes, you can't use the centre of the pad, so it just chucks you everywhere. And that's a handy thing with using a handheld drill and the Headlight Restoring kit. It's so much easier and really saves you so much time. And there we go, that's it, absolutely gone, nothing there at all. Right, all done, the old Zano's been polished off, and look at that, there is not a single mark on that, is there? Try and zoom in, it's nothing, just a reflection of me, so that's nothing useful at all there. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I really love the old Headlight Restoring kits, because for people like me who don't do any paint work really, and don't have all the pads and don't have all the different grit papers, well, this just does it really, because of course you've got all the grades of paper and then the trisact pad. So we've got anything from 500, 800, 1000 grit, 3000 grit with the trisact pad, which does a lot of work, that one does. And then of course the soft foam pad, and then we just stick the 3M stuff on that. And that's it, you know, you don't need a fast rotary polish or anything, you just stick it in your drill. Look at that, it's lovely, isn't it? I mean, that is really good. Absolutely got no sign of that scratch whatsoever. It's really useful for these really quick sort of jobs you have to do, where you see a scratch on the car and then you have to fix it, which I have to. There we go. And while I was at it, the 8 Series had just a mark on it, I should think, either from one of my cats, it's unlikely, or from picking up something on one of the pads I was cleaning it with. Oh, that's gone. And yeah, I just used the soft foam pad and the 3M compound. So say I was using 3M Extra Fine Plus on that, so that's the third finest grit they do. I've got the blue, which is the finest, but I don't usually need it, because once I've used Zano 2 on it, it's back to full shine. So yeah, that's lovely, that is. So yeah, from a little scratch to get everything looking lovely again, probably about 30 minutes altogether. It took probably 10 minutes to do the scratch on the front of the 6 Series, I should think, and then just fanning about with Zano 2 and stuff. So there we go, that's about it. So that's it then, a rather unexpected video, but just shows you can do this sort of correction work in just a few minutes. It really doesn't take long at all, and you don't need all the expensive stuff. And yeah, all done and looking shiny again. I hate having scratches on my car, I really do. If I see a scratch, it's got to go. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the kind comments. Please keep them coming. I always like to answer them where I can. Keep subscribing, and I'll see you next time.